Hey Judy, we're looking at a couple of things. I want to review real quick what I want you to do this week. Measure 4, I just want you to work on getting that hammer on from the open G, hammer on to the A, get a nice hammer on, and then slide it. You're just trying to get a real nice sound from the hammer on first, and then keep that pressure down and slide it up 2 frets to that B. And then worry about the pinch. A little bit of a rattlesnake. Okay, and then finish the measure off. Okay, don't worry about the timing of it, because really whoops. Right? We don't worry about too much the timing right now. I just want you to get the mechanics of it. Okay? Do that, isolate it, and then work on the rest of the song. The next thing I wanted you to work on was measure 6, 7, and into the pinch on 8, okay? So we got our G chord, and we're trying to get our measure 6 is just running through a G chord. Yeah, so you're just going through your M, I, P, and then putting a C down and open it up to a B, right? That's measure 6. You did great on that. But the next thing is you're going to go into an A minor 7. Put the A minor 7 chord down now and go C to E with your pinch on A. Okay, get used to that. And then you're going to pinch the E and the E, and then the open G. Okay? And you're going to put an A minor chord down and pinch. Alright, I know I'm walking you through that kind of fast. I think the best way to get this going anyway is to do it without me talking you through it anyway. I think looking at the information you have there and trying to play it, but really trying to connect measure 6, 7, and that pinch on 8. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is new parts here on the end of measure 14 and end of 15, and actually to 16. But the weird thing is the connection at the end of measure 14 with the ED, okay? And we're going to look at it from both directions, okay? So starting on measure 14 with your pinch, your first finger on F and your pinky on A, you're pinching these 2 notes, right? And then you're going to have another pinch, but you're going to separate the notes, right? So it's, all right? Then you're going to get out of third position. You're going to open up the E, and then play D. Okay? E, D, and you're going to play M, I. Those are your 2 new notes. E, D, with an M and an I. Are we going to add that to the part we just did? Pinch. Sorry, it should be P and A. Sorry, come on, Dean. Then add your M, I, E, D. Alright, again, pinch. Then it's an M-I on open E and D. So E, D. Alright, that's approaching it from doing all of measure 14. Let's look at measure 15, and then we're going to add those 2 notes to measure 15. Looking at measure 15, you have an open E down low, you have a first finger C, all right? I want you to pinch those 2 notes with P and M, and then an open E afterwards. All right, you've done that before, it feels good. All right? On the next beat, you've got your third finger down on D with an open E. Alright, the thing that makes this kind of weird is that for this beat right here, you're going D-C with an open E down below, right? So let's focus on D-C. D-C is going to be done with your middle finger and then your A finger. So M-A for D-C. That's the weird part. Just keep doing that. Once that feels good, grab the pinch with the low E. Start the beginning of that measure. Our first finger on C and our open A, and we played P and M, and the A finger hit the open E. Alright, right? We add the next part, which is when we've been MA for DC with a low E pinch. Okay, so it sounds like this. Okay, it's pinching with a low A, you got CE, and then it's DC, sorry, with a low E. Okay, it may be helpful to ignore the pinch and just get that feeling good without it, in which case you'd be going CE with MA, and then going DC with MA. So CE, DC with MA. That might be the ticket, to ignore the bass note at first. CE, DC, MA by itself. Okay, and then add the pinch. Right, and then the last thing is you're going to hammer on an open B to a C. Right, your M finger on your right hand. Okay, so that whole measure sounds like this. Okay, the last thing, you're just going to pinch an open A and a second finger A. And hit an A again, so it's... Okay, I'm going through it quickly, but I think you're going to be okay if you isolate it a little bit at a time. And I think I just made that decision for you, to ignore the bass notes, get your right hand feeling good, and then add the bass notes. Once that feels good, add those two notes to it, the two notes that precede it, that are the ones we had to add the M and the I, we had to write it down, that E, D before that. So we're looking at the end of this measure 14 going into 15. And that'd be the next thing to practice. You're going E, D with your M, I finger. Okay? And then you're going to add the rest of it. Make sure that pinch is good, but you know what I mean. And that's just a matter of just adding that step. Once you've learned measure 15, add those 2/8 notes at the end of measure 14 to it, and don't do that until you're ready. Like, get measure 14 right, then get measure 15 right, and finish into the 16. So 15 and 16 kind of go together, if you ask me. And then once 15 feels good, add those two notes that at the end of measure 14 to it. Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I think you got this. Let me know if you have any questions.